And so he just started giving me wisdom, understanding, knowledge, kind of equipping me with discretion to just kind of be able to know. And again, I just wanted to give some more examples of how the Lord would work on me. There were some times where I was on my modesty journey, if you want to call it that. And then, because I the way that I design my wardrobe is I kind of think about like, what kind of pieces do I want to add? I don't typically just go to the store and buy stuff. I think about like, okay, what am I looking for? And I remember at one point, I was looking for a pair of high-waisted off-white jeans, and I could never find them. And then one day I found them and I ordered them. And when I tell you, those jeans got delivered, I put them on, they fit me like a glove. They fit me perfectly. Like, I looked good in those jeans. And even my husband was like, oh, you look nice in those jeans. And as soon as I put them on, the Holy Spirit was like, no, Joyce, no. And that's kind of what that back and forth, that conversation looks like, where I'll get something and the Holy Spirit will remind me, no, Joyce, I delivered you from that. You're not going to go back to that. I remember another time, and sometimes it can be even a little bit like, because in that situation, I was kind of like leaning back towards my old way of dressing, and then the Holy Spirit pulled me back in and was like, no, I've called you to something better than that. But then other times it might just be like, I'm on the fence. I don't know. I remember I ordered this shirt, and I'm usually a size small, and so I bought that. And when I got it, I put it on, and it looked fine. It fit me, but there was something about it, it was a little bit too snug. It wasn't even like skin tight. It was just a little bit too snug. And I kept looking in the mirror, and I just kept feeling this kind of unrest. Like, I just didn't feel peace about it. So I went to my husband, I'm like, how do I look? Like, how does this shirt look? He's like, it looks fine. I'm like, does it look like it's too tight? He's like, it doesn't look like it's too tight for me. Just went back to the mirror, and I just didn't have this sense of peace. But I was like, you know what? I'm doing too much. Like, I'm going OD with this. Like, that's not the Lord, that's me. So I took the tag off. I, threw the bag away, and I was like, I'm keeping the shirt. That same night, I went to bed, and I had a dream. And I won't necessarily share the details of the dream, but essentially what happened was the Holy Spirit told me, no, that was me earlier today. It wasn't you. It was me. Send the shirt back. And in that situation, what it was is that I just needed to go a size up. I sent that shirt back. I woke up from that dream immediately, went downstairs, packaged it up, put the return label on it, and got it ready to be shipped back. So I was like, I'm not going to disobey. And I ordered it again, next size up. I put it on. Holy Spirit had nothing to say. It didn't grieve him. I didn't feel conviction or anything like that. And so in that situation, he was fine-tuning the fit, just like what size I was getting, right? And so that's literally how the Holy Spirit works with me, is like, it literally comes down even to garments. Well, he will say, no, next size up. That looks fine. Like, that's the degree to which the Lord has worked with me on arriving at this place of modesty. And there was another point in time where I just felt like, I think the Lord helped me to understand that this new wardrobe that he was trying to help me to adopt and feel comfortable in, like, this is what's becoming of you. This is what's appropriate for you as a daughter of the King, as my daughter. I am clothing you in your royal robes. It's not becoming of you to go out into the world dressed in a way where your body is exposed. Like, it felt like he was literally putting royal robes on my shoulders and denoting me and setting me apart as one of his daughters. And it just hit me in a way that it didn't feel like a burden. I didn't feel like I was missing out anymore. It didn't make me look down on other people. I just felt like I've been called to something different. And so if other people around me are not doing it, that's okay. I've been called to something different. I'm going to dress with my royal robes every day. I'm going to cover my body. I just don't feel comfortable with public nakedness anymore in the way that I used to. And this is not the Lord speaking now. This is just me. This is just my personal opinion. I think that we as a culture, we can participate in public nakedness in one of two ways. One can be that we are just quite literally not wearing enough fabric. Too much of our literal flesh is visible, like too much skin, like there's too much skin showing. It could be that we're covered from head to toe, but if the garments we're wearing are so form-fitting, they cling so close to the body that the form and the shape of the body is still revealed. It's a kind of nakedness, and I just personally feel as though like I need to be mindful of both. Like I don't feel like it's expedient for me to wear things that reveal too much of my skin, and certainly nothing that reveals the form of my body, especially the sexual aspects of my body. And I've even taken it a little bit further. There are some parts of my body that are not sexual, and yet whenever I show them, I feel I get a lot of attention from them. And I've decided, just personally, again, not from the Lord, but just for myself, that I'm going to cover those parts of my body too. Just because whenever I show them, I feel like I'm a relatively strong person. I have a pretty muscular frame. And so there are parts of my body that when I show them, people are like, wow, like you're really strong. Like you have really shapely muscles, like you work out. Like when I start getting those kind of questions, that's how I know aspects of my body are grabbing the attention of people's eyes. And what I don't want is, I don't want people to see my body and my body parts and have that be the thing that I'm known for, because that's really for me. Really the body is really for the Lord. It's for me secondarily, and then it is for me and my husband. And so I think for just the three of us, that's really what my body is for. Everyone else, like let me be known because of my character. Let me be known for my obedience, not my biceps or something else. You know what I mean? Like that's not really what I'm after.